Welcome back to another Duress Crew Premodern video. My name's Ben, and I will be on the right playing Sligh.
And my name is Nick, and I'll be playing Elves on the left. This is a classic matchup, and one of the most interesting in Premodern, because it's really a lot closer than you think, and it's really dynamic. Like, each play matters so much, because it's just two players just trading resources back and forth, and the better trader comes out on top. So you play a really good resource to play on turn one, which is Moloch Fanatic, and I play out a turn one Quarian Ranger. Probably
the worst turn one play in Elves? Second worst?
No.
Guess land go.
I mean, well, the worst is land go.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, the worst is land go fetch stifle.
Okay, well, yeah.
But
well, the worst is like reanimate a
Right.
chroma on you turn one. But yeah, so as the resident Elves expert though, Nick, how do you feel about this matchup in general? Because I have heard you say also in the past that you don't feel great about playing Sligh with Elves.
I don't. It's really hard depending on who you're playing. I've played some people where, like, this happens. You get, like, Quarian Ranger, Mog Fanatic, and I just put my Quarian Ranger in the graveyard, and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, you're not killing my guy. Like,
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Oh,
this game's over.
You don't understand.
You don't know what's about to happen.
You know I can't untap with a mana dork.
Right.
Or you just, like, or Elves just does the thing. So this is what I don't want to see as a Sligh player, though. It's just turn two, rather, survival. I don't actually have a really aggressive start. Mog Fanatic is good. Turn one against Elves, don't get me wrong. Priest of Titania, great one. But, you know, having that survival going, there's no way for me to remove enchantments in Sligh, not even in the board. So I just have to race your survival plan.
And what's really so cool about this matchup is, like, sometimes I've done this, and the person just goes, cool, ball lightning. You're at, and at that point, like, maybe I'm at, like, 13.
Yeah, that would have been great.
And that's really bad, and I'm losing the race. Or sometimes you play survival, and they just go pass.
Okay.
So play out a Leanna War Elves here, and holding up mana for survival activations.
Please be a shock. Oh, yeah, okay, good.
Nice and efficient. There's small
Giant
decisions where, so I'm just going to survival here and get rid of Multani's Acolyte. There's, like, really important decisions, like the Sligh player, you don't want to throw bolts at 1-power creatures. It's not efficient at all, while Lava Dart is the nuts.
Lava Dart is the best card in the deck against Elves, for sure.
That and Sulfuric Vortex.
Vortex, yeah. Well, the idea is you want to get something like Curse Scroll or Vortex down and then start pointing your removal at their creatures, because you're just going to win that way. I think the list I'm playing today actually had 2 darts main, which I did move off of after this, but we'll see if they come into play here.
So I see a ball lightning incoming.
Yep. And just, all right, down to 14 we go. Pass to you. Survival again. Was this anger now, probably?
Maybe. I think I just get anger here.
Yeah, typical survival play pattern. Squee, then anger.
Yep.
Then
hopefully
win?
Some sort of red way to get this mountain that's literally at the bottom of my library. So for folks who don't know, the whole thing you can do with Elves with survival is you get Squee for card advantage because you're going to get Squee every turn, but not only that, but you get anger and a mountain, and Elves can do all sorts of crazy stuff when they're hasty and can make, 15 mana in a turn. So it's like very combo-oriented deck. But, the only way to get your mountain is 4 Wooded Foothills or Yavimaya Granger, which is an elf which costs 3 mana. And if you're looking at the board right now, you realize I only have 2.
Gaia's Cradle.
So there I got anger. Gaia's Cradle is not making any mana right now, so I'm pretty sure if I'm talking to past me, I'm going to tell me past me to survival this anger, get a Quarian Ranger, play out the Quarian Ranger, and then try and go for haste the turn after that. Try and take something out of your hand.
Are we at the end of my turn right now?
Yes, is the end of your turn.
I kind of lost track for a
Yeah,
minute.
it took a minute.
Yeah, because you didn't use the other forest when you could have, I guess. So.
Oh, well, I played out Yanawar Elf.
Oh, right. Okay.
And then you killed it.
Gotcha. Alright, so Squee goes back to hand. Just some free survival fodder.
Now we got 3 mana.
3 mana. The world.
Survival.
Is your oyster. Survival. Anger. So now all those Priests of Titania, all those cards, like, they just haste now. And it's
Not
just
now. I need a mountain.
What?
Yeah.
Do I not know what anger does?
You don't know what anger
Wow,
does.
we're catching me live, not knowing the full text of anger.
I need a mountain in order to have haste.
Is that... Okay, cool.
So I get it multi-handed.
I've read anger all the way through before.
You get so distracted by that beautiful art by John
Well, I
Avon.
just see it go to the yard, and I'm just like, all right, well, I guess I can sideboard this and this because this game's over. But
I've seen it happen a million times.
People just forget about the mountain clause.
Yeah.
Well, I've never fully read it, so leave,
So I get one of the better cards in this matchup, Multani's Acolyte. This is a 2-mana 2/1. It draws me a card. It has Echo, so I have to pay for it in my next upkeep. But it's pretty good because either he's burning a card to kill it, and I'm, kind of going card neutral on that, or I just end up paying for it just to have a blocker against something like Jackal Pup. And yeah, sure, like he'll make me pay 4 mana for a 2/1 draw card, but you're still going down. That's like in a weird way, I'm gaining life. So
This is weird.
So I get this card has got a lot of text on it, and you might not be able to recognize it, but this is Yavimaya Granger. This is the one I was talking about earlier. It lets me fetch for a land, which is how I'm going to fetch for a mountain for my anger.
Yeah, mountain out of your pocket.
Yeah, you see, I drop cards in my pocket,
Oh,
in my
look
lap,
at-
just
oh,
like Mike
what's
Long
that?
over here.
Oh.
So I'm gonna I let Multani's Acolyte die. I don't pay the Echo because I really want to get this haste going. Because one of the ways that elves can beat Sligh is with haste and with Well-Wisher. So now I've got a mountain. Now I've got haste, and I've got 2 mana, and I have a priest in my hand, so I can play a priest to make 2 and just go mana neutral here. But I'm pretty sure I just pass here, or not.
Or not. Uh-oh.
Well, if I have a Quirion Ranger, this hand gets way crazier, but I can't remember if I have one or not.
Is there any thought to, like, playing out your priest here, kind of knowing that it's, like, gonna eat some kind of removal
100%.
spell? Like, even Barbarian Ring, it looks like is an option if I want.
It's all this matchup is about me being like, oh, do I have 2 priests or 1? If I have
Yeah.
2 priests, I'll throw it right into your face because it'll make you waste a spell.
Yeah, you
to
want me
kill
to waste those spells. I have to kill you somehow.
Yeah, so I play it out.
Alright, let's see if it lives.
Swing for 2 because remember I got haste. And you're going to incinerate something.
No, I Barbering.
You're straight barbering? Oh yeah.
May as well, because I'm gonna start eating my graveyard with the Lavamancer.
Oh, true.
So this is kind of like the last chance I have to Barbering.
So I just
Survival and response.
make 2 mana, survival and response.
And survival twice. Must be nice.
Yeah, see, maybe I could have. Well, no, I guess you could have just done that in response. So I was thinking like maybe I could have made 2 mana, got a Quirion Ranger, played that out, untap, made a shit ton of mana with Quirion Ranger and Priest, and then I would have had Call of the Claw available. I could have maybe tried to do that last turn, but I'm pretty sure I was just like, yeah, you're not going to let that happen. So, because even then, I would just have, 2/2s if I got a Call of the Claw.
Yeah, not ideal.
And I only have one of those main, so.
So here we are, hitting 5 land, which is normally not something you want to do with the Sligh deck. So.
Oh, you know what? I just cheated.
What did you do?
I didn't pay Echo.
That card has Echo.
Yep. That
Wow.
card has
Oh,
Echo.
big asterisk.
Wow.
Big asterisk next to this game.
This whole game, throw it out the window.
Unbelievable. But you know what? This is kind of helps.
I would have let it die.
This
but
makes me feel kind of good for not knowing what anger did. At least it's both of us now. Alright, well, we're just gonna
Yeah, it
let
happens.
that roll. It absolutely happens. Playing in paper, obviously, there's just...
Yeah.
Y'all,
So this is
Even the best.
Well-Wisher. This is the card you don't really want to see if
This
you're
is the
playing Sligh.
bane of my existence. However, you really only got like. Is this me pointing out Echo?
This might be you pointing out.
Nah,
Echo.
I'm not. There's no way I caught that.
Or you might have been you just asking if.
Oh,
yeah, you
yes!
did. Yeah, you
Gotcha.
did. Now I think in normal like, you know,
That'd be game
R-
loss,
R-
match
now,
loss immediately.
In REL play, actually, what happens is you point out that it goes.
REL.
You get to choose if it goes on the stack or not.
What?
Yeah, it's like really weird.
Oh, I don't know.
It's basically if like 2 players miss it, like you basically just say if it goes on the stack or not, and it's
Oh,
like,
right.
You like it goes on the stack, and then I can just pay for it.
It's true. It is on me just as much as it is you.
It's one of those things, but like obviously in a real pre-modern world that doesn't happen. So
yeah, and in your living room it really doesn't matter. So
I'm
all right. So this is response to the Well-Wisher here.
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot the priest.
Make 2 mana. It dies.
Well-Wisher less effective,
Well-Wisher
but still
lives.
pretty darn effective.
Gain 2. Bounce force targeting Well-Wisher. Gain another 2, or have the ability to gain 2.
Yeah. And that's like the worst that card is in this matchup.
Right. Yeah.
It's like that's like there are so many times I've played against Nick here with Elves playing Sligh or something, and it's just like, okay, well, gain 10, untap it, gain 10, go. And yeah,
it's like a
all right.
So I cast just a straight value Call of the Claw here. With the mana I have
No, it
floating.
seems good. I mean,
just turning priest into 2/2/2s with haste.
Yeah, I don't really have. If you count Grim Lavamancer as recurring damage, but like I'm not really pressuring you. You're just gunking up the board and just. This is a kind of a, dare I say, rare scenario for game 1 Elves v Sligh here, looking like Elves starting to really pull ahead.
Survival of the fittest.
That's another mountain though. So immediately nug that Well-Wisher. You're gonna gain
3.
Yep.
Is Call of the Claw elf?
And do it again.
Yep.
And now it does.
Go up to 22.
Great. Love to have my opponent above 20.
And looking at your hand, you got 1 mountain.
Yeah, there's still a mountain in there.
Yep.
Ugh.
Get Sligh back.
All right. Yep. And it's at this point you're hasted. You've got you untap with all your mana. Is that what you think?
I'd probably just kill
probably
Lavamancer. And
oh yeah, Masticore will kill Lavamancer.
You really have nothing else going on if I do that.
I can't fight Lava. Yeah. I can't beat a Masticore here.
It's one of those things where it's like, oh, you could get, Deranged Sherman, and maybe you have lethal. Like, why aren't you doing that? It's like, well, you're gonna kill it.
Okay, I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if I scoop it up here and Masticore will do it. So,
moving on to game 2.
Game 2, on the play. Is this a Jackal Pup?
No, but I do see a lot. Hey! Oh, it is. Let's go.
Best turn 1 in Sligh. Alright, feeling pretty good. I think I saw a Lava Dart in my hand too.
Yep.
That's the auto in against Elves. That's just such a sick way to deal with Elves.
This is a turn 1 Wirewood Symbiote, which normally I probably wouldn't do here. But there's a 2/1 on the board, so I kind of have to.
And also, you just want me to kill it.
Yeah, I need to give you something to kill, because otherwise you're just going to hit my face.
Give me something to kill. So, do you bring in your... Blanking on the name, elephants?
Yeah, so I think so I've been messing around with different lists recently.
And what's the name of the card for those who don't know?
Call of the Herd.
All right, Call of the Herd. Oh, Call of the Herd, yeah.
And so, I think in this video I've been messing around with Call of the Herd and Walla Roots. And then, because I had Well-Wisher, so I don't have Natural Order in this deck. Sometimes I run Natural Order.
A lot of different angles the Elves survival deck can take.
So, play out Carrion Ranger here, which is really good in this matchup just because you don't run a lot of lands as an Elf player, and Carrion Ranger can, sort of give you land drops. Because you can bounce Forest and then replay it.
Oh yeah, and then you get the Wombo combo here.
And now I
Symbiote.
Play out Symbiote, which was maybe a slight misplay, because You could have just killed my ranger in response, and I would have had a bug.
Yeah, that probably would have been better.
So
You've
yeah.
conditioned me to be really scared of the symbiote, though, so maybe I probably
Cards
play
very
less
good.
than optimally whenever I see one and just try to kill it immediately.
There are some people who want it banned, so
That's ridiculous.
I know, I agree, but so you're setting up shop here.
Yeah, I mean, I got some pressure this time. Looks like I think I still got like 1, 2, 3 cards in hand probably.
Times like these, I just want to bring in Tormod. Screw it.
Oh, for the Lavamancer?
Yeah.
That would be some greedy tech.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if I find the second Lava Dart,
That's what I'm saying.
that feels real bad. In with the Lavamancer. Mog
And
Fanatic,
Mog.
another free dead elf if I so choose. And no survival of note here, though, on turn
No.
2 either, so
Not yet.
you're just kind of playing fair.
So playing Finhorn Elf here. You're thinking about lava darting it.
I wouldn't be surprised if I do. Well Wisher, no.
Now this is one I'm throwing to the wolves.
Yeah.
I know this
Yeah,
thing is
you know
never untapping.
Well, yeah, the Mog Fanatic just on board here.
But I think my thought,
I'm
my
hesitant.
thought here was, okay, he's got 2 lands
Yeah.
and a Mog Fanatic, and he doesn't want to use his lava dart if he doesn't have to.
Definitely hesitant to get rid of another mountain. I want to be able to cast Vortex or if I find one off the top here for sure. Oh, well,
You just do it.
with that said, I guess
Yep.
I'm not scared at all. I guess I just got that one mountain to activate Lavamancer. I'm feeling good. Oh, I have another one in hand
And you have
here.
another Mog Fanatic.
Great, and I'm not going to tap.
No,
land
you
for
floated
it.
one.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Unlike
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
not cheating.
That's true. Oh, and all right. Took a second to think, do I sandbag this mountain? Obviously. Is that just a draw go?
Yeah.
What could it... Nothing to play there, huh?
I probably have a Call to Herd in my hand,
Uh-huh.
which is not looking good right now. I'm probably begging for a Wall of Roots right now.
All right. And... Yep. Fine. Shoot it. Untapped one. Plenty of cards in my graveyard, it looks like.
Yeah, so you were going to shoot my guy, but you decided to shoot me.
Oh, yeah.
For 2.
Oh, because now
Yeah.
you're dead on board, kind of. Or, not quite on board. I need one more spell.
Yep.
But I can just untap
Yeah.
and double Lavamancer. Yeah,
Pretty
it looks
sure
like
this
I've
is
got
when I
plenty of
finally
cards.
play it, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, Collar Herd.
Probably. I'm trying to think of what I play for 3 mana here that... No, I guess it's Sharpshooter. No. That doesn't matter.
Yep, put you to 1.
And then Scoop.
Untap, but yeah, okay. So yeah, I guess you were on board, dead on board. All right, game 3.
I'll be on the play this time, but I have a mulligan to at least 6 here, maybe even 5.
When I was editing this video, I left this in on purpose because yeah, it is a mull to 5, so we can see that. So less than ideal. And that's Dork. And does that Dork live?
No way.
Oh,
I told you, I just
There
start
you
doing
go.
that. I'm
Just the
like,
preemptive.
like, I know what you're doing.
Every card in your deck kills this Dork.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is a case where, like, maybe I kind of misplay. Like, sometimes I'll play Wirewood Symbiote first.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, yeah, go ahead, kill it. Because I would rather the mana.
Yeah. You think maybe on a mull to 5 you just couldn't afford to? Like there's a possibility of me looking at a hand that's like land, pup, curse scroll,
Right.
sulfuric vortex or something.
Yeah, but if you play, like, then you're not killing.
Then I can't kill it.
Right.
And then you get to untap with extra. I don't know. Maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I guess it's fair.
It happens. But maybe.
I mean, you
leading
do have
on
a curse
symbiote.
scroll in your hand, it looks like.
Mm.
But you had 2 fanatics, so my
Yep, double
sequencing
fanatic.
didn't really
Oh,
matter
and
there.
there's a scroll. Here we go. All right.
The old mold to
Doesn't
5,
even-
1 lander.
Bother untapping. All right. So.
Play out Yanawar Elf here, just trying to get out of the 1 mana prison that I put myself into after mulliganing to 5.
And third Bog Fanatic.
Yep, Salt in the Wound.
How many lands do you run?
So I run a lot in this list, which a lot is a weird number for elves. So I run 10 forest, 4 foothills, mountain, and 4 Cradles for 19 lands. I think
Vortex
that's
coming
19.
down.
And but other folks do some really like greedy land counts in here. Like so Pablo Suarez, who's probably the best elf player on the planet, from Spain. He won European Champions in 2023. He just runs 8 forest, 4 wood foothills, mountain, 4 cradles. And if you're doing a math at home, that is 12 green sources on turn 1.
Greedy.
Which is very greedy. So like there's a lot of one-landers in that kind of mana base. So I'm running 10, so I was a little disappointed to have to mulligan all the way down to 5 just to get 1 here.
Yeah. Kind of closing things out here as Burn does with all the burn spells. I got Curse Scroll. And, that'll do it.
I'm just like, I'm going to flip until I see something, and I don't see
Good
it.
game.
So good games.